My name is Dwayne, and I will be talking about lowering the voting age to 16. At 16 years old, you can already drive, you can pay taxes, and you can even be tried as an adult in court. So I think we should might as well just lower the voting age to 16. An organization named Vote 16 USA, they also advocate for the lowering of the age. Their mission is support youth-led campaigns to extend voting rights to 16 to local, state, and federal elections. They also think that 16-year-olds or 17-year-olds are expected to contribute to society, then they might as well have a voice too. Researcher named Marcus Wagner and his colleagues over in Austria, where the voting age is already 16, they found out that younger voters, they have like the same quality as voters that are like 18, 19, and so yeah. Another organization named Fair Vote, a nonpartisan electoral reform organization. They think that we should lower. They also think they advocate for lowering the voter age to 16 because they think if you lower it, they acknowledges the stake that 16-year-olds have in decisions that affect their lives. They think that in order to have better and stronger democracy, that we need more younger participation. A lot of people are against this though. They think that 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds are they're too dependent on their parents, and 18 is already being a legal adult. So they think they think voting should stay like that pretty much. And at 18 you can be drafted for the military, you can do jury duty, you can sign contracts. So they think that we should just keep the voting age there. And at 16 or 17, your brain is still developing. So they think that pretty much a 16 or 17-year-old would be more likely to vote off impulse and not really think critically versus 18, 19, 20, where their brain is more developed. But in conclusion, I think lowering the age would increase civic engagement for life pretty much. And 16-year-olds, they have already been shown to be capable of making of being able to handle voting. They're already affected by policy, and people that are that young, they're more they're motivated by a civic duty to vote. And I think it's not just about numbers, it's about representation, maturity, education, and the future of democracy.
Question. Well, this is just refuting your first idea. As you said, the reason why they should be able to vote is because they can pay taxes and they can drive. But you do know for taxes, if you're a minor on your W-2, you can get all your taxes back if you're a minor. So that's not really a very good case. And the fact that you can drive, well, driving is more of a personal matter. Just the other day, I'm on TikTok, and I see a 16-year-old, he can't even describe what the legislative branch is. So maybe some 16-year-olds, maybe they perhaps they are mature enough to do it, but most of them, I don't really see.
So you're saying pretty much that they need, what do you mean? They need to be smarter?
I would say that just keep it at 18, because 16-year-olds, it's just still like a little baby.
So you think they're too immature to be able to vote?
Well, some of them might be ready for it, but most of them, not even close.
I got two questions, three over here.
Do you think instead of lowering it completely, should it just be optional for 16 and up, and then when you're 18 you should really be required to vote?
It's already optional. What do you mean?
For 16 and up,
I don't get the difference.
like
there.
16, 17, should it be optional for them to vote?
Like they don't have to vote?
They can't vote right now.
I know, so you're saying it should be an option for them to not vote, or like to vote and to not vote at 16, 17.
Yeah,
That's
like,
already optional at 18. Hey, if you
Right.
18 and up, you don't have to vote, it's still an option.
But you're saying that at 16, 17 is not optional, but at 18, it's required.
like you're
Like,
more
let's give
pressured
you-
to.
do
Let's
it.
give you a scenario, okay?
Oh, so you're saying should they be like given like the opportunity to, but it's not like pressure?
Yes.
Yeah,
But at 18, it's
Yeah.
more pressure.
okay.
What he said about the 16-year-olds being less educated and stuff, I agree with you. Like, I don't really think there's a difference between 16 and 18 because I think a lot of 18-year-olds are uneducated too. And, like, they should vote either. So I think you made good points.
Did you have anything else you wanna share back here?
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry, I was just, give me one moment. I just want to tell you guys, woo. So voting is just like, you know, you're putting out, it's the whole world, like you're infecting like your whole country on this, right? Would you be okay if like, you know, how do I explain this? When voting, you're choosing who to like represent your whole country, like the whole state, you know? It can affect others, it can affect yourself. Would you trust younger people to know who and what they trust to like, you know, affect their whole future?
Yeah, if they did the research on it, yeah.
But
At 16, yeah.
don't you feel as though there's a lot of people who would have access to the ability to vote and would be informed on what they were doing or make poor decisions?
I mean, that's just a risk you gotta take, to be honest. It's already prevalent now. So, just a risk you gotta take.
Very good, thank you. Thank you for responding